Today I fucked up. I kept eating hard candy in Japan without knowing what I was sucking on the entire time. My friend is traveling to Japan for work, so I decided to take a mini Valkyrie to meet up with him while he's in Japan. I got here a couple days before he did. So I did all the touristy things, including overdosing on ramen and getting a bunch of yummy snacks at the Lawson nearby to snack on in my hotel. I love hard candy in Asia and Europe. Cavendish and Harvey, random Japanese candy. I can only guess by the fruits they show in the packaging. I OD on them too. Things have been great here with the exception of one little thing. I had been having constant diarrhea since I landed. At first, I chalked it up to getting adjusted to the food and the miso broth here. I didn't think I was infectious because, well, it was just diarrhea with no other symptoms. Don't get me wrong, I love the obsessive anal hygiene of the Japanese. Immaculate, warm Toto toilet seats and bidets everywhere, even at KFC, are certainly a whole different universe compared to the heroin hellholes we call public restrooms in the US. But running to stores looking for a bathroom every 2 hours is kind of a drag when you are sightseeing, no matter how delightful the toilets are. The only silver lining in my leaky but affair is that getting my anus ready for my friend would be easy peasy after my GI tract basically emptied itself over the course of 2 days. My friend arrived yesterday. After checking into his room, he headed straight for mine. Unfortunately, I blasted him with watery substance while he was inside me. It was embarrassing, sure, inconvenient, yes, but not a fatality. At first I thought it was my overzealous preparation. Then, he saw the heap of hard candy on my desk. We had no idea what it said because the packaging was all Japanese. But he suspected it was the candy and introduced me to the Google Translate app, where one could point the camera at words in another language and get instant translation. Here are the today I learned and FU. 1. Google Translate can help when traveling abroad. I should have used this before putting random shit in my mouth. 2. Reduced starch is a hydrogenated sugar that can cause poor absorption in the gut, so you basically don't absorb the sugar, hence sugar-free, and that leads to really bad diarrhea for some people, just like sugar-free candies in the US that use sorbitol. I stopped eating the hard candy after I shat on my friend and discovered the potential culprit. The diarrhea is completely gone this morning. Also, FCK Ukamro sugar-free fruit throat candy. That is all. TLDR, I put things in my mouth without knowing what I am swallowing in a foreign country. Hydrogenated starch can cause diarrhea, which is inconvenient for sightseeing and sex. Well, that friend seems to be a very good one for sure. I skipped a part and went for the TLDR. Realized the part 1 skipped had to be crucial in the story when I read you shat on your friend LOL. Is this the same thing as with those Haribo sugar-free gummy bears who gave people the liquid shits? Well, that escalated quickly. The stages of this story. Oh, that's cute, going to meet them Japan, what a good friend. Getting your what ready for them? Okay, special friends I guess. My god. I think Op and I have a very different definition of the word friend, flushed face. Getting my anus ready for my friend is where this one really took a turn. Throat candy. Sounds like your friend could just take over that job. I found out Ricolas can have laxative effect when I went off to college and had my first cold away from home. Glad to hear you got to the bottom of your bottom troubles. I know some people who went to Thailand and had a diarrhea for a whole week there. Then they have discovered that the tea they bought on their very first day there was a laxative weight loss tea. While he was inside you. That friend certainly escalated to lover quickly. You didn't think about the diarrhea before you got busy lol. Unfortunately, I blasted him with watery substance while he was inside me. It was embarrassing, sure. Amazing sentence lol. You again. This guy gets off on these sort of posts and you dumb fuck slap this shit up every time. I'm not sure why you're minimizing this relationship. This seems like way more than a friend, it sounds more like someone you should marry. Diarrhea and anal sex. Today I fucked up classic. It was so believable at first, too. It's a shame the writing style shifted to pure smut and ruined the suspense you created with the first part of the story. You're having too many unlucky sexual encounters in your post history to still be believable, lol. Hoping to go to Japan one day, you have saved me from this, lol, thank you. I skipped like a solid chunk of text while reading to speed things up a bit and landed on I blasted him with a watery substance while he was inside me and looked up only to see I love the obsessive anal hygiene of the Japanese. This has been quite the rollercoaster. Now friend, saying this as kindly possible, why the hell would you have sexual intercourse while shitting your brains out every 2 hours? Definitely saw this post several times now. I felt like I was missing some much needed context when it got to the when he was inside me part. That's not a friend, lol. Or not just a friend, anyway. Your username very much checks out. Also, friends don't usually have casual anal sex, just saying. A different descriptor might be more appropriate. Fuck buddy, friend with bennies, etc. This reminds me of the sugar-free Walthus. Reminds me of those Haribo gummies. You must be hot as fuck with a magical ass and a dick made of gold for the friendship to have survived this incident. Thanks for censoring reduced starch. I guess it's a fun friend you got there. I was recently on the keto diet and was so happy when I discovered sugar-free Hershey chocolate bars. 5 hours later and 14 bathroom trips and I learned my lesson. Guys, those throat candies are made for a specific purpose. They may be tastier than the average Western cough drop, and some people do just enjoy them from time to time without needing them, but I'm pretty sure they aren't made with overdosing in mind. Face with tears of joy. With that said, I can relate. Overdosing on a whole box of sugar-free halva fucked me up one night as I was supposed to have dinner with my parents. I had to use a pantoliner to make sure nothing leaked through my sphincter. Ate lots of something, got liquid shits. Kept eating lots of the same things. Still have liquid shits. Doesn't think the two could be connected. Shits on someone. True genius. I did not expect your friend to be that type of friend. The fact that you're an adult and used the term vokery makes me think you deserved what happened to you. Had to double back and reread the intro after the mention of her anus being prepared for this friend to arrive from all the diarrhea. What a way to start my morning. My freshman roommate in college was from China. One day I noticed that she was absolutely hoovering Hall's cough drops, so I asked her if she was sick. She said she was fine, so I asked her why she was eating so many cough drops. She thought they were candy. She did eat enough of them to get sick, but I'm not sure if it's the same as what happened to you, OP. Either way, I hope it makes you feel better knowing that you aren't alone, lol. As an American living in Japan, I'm really sorry, and I also have learned this the hard way. But go back to Lawson and get a few waters. The passion fruit pink can are the best. Sugar-free should have been the tip-off. Artificial sweeteners like sorbitol or mannitol are notorious for causing diarrhea. Try some sugar-free American candy like Russell Stover's, immediate bloating and diarrhea. Sounds like a Chubby Amu video. This Redditor ate too many hard candies while abroad. This is what happened to their friend. This reads like it should be one of those Amazon reviews for bulk packages of sugar-free gummy bears. Went from being a new friend to a crappy one, then ultimately became a good friend. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Wooer. This story has so many levels. Should be titled The Burj Khalifa